For those who don't know you, can you please introduce yourself and tell us about your football background?
Yes, of course. Yeah, welcome everybody who's listening or watching this. I'm Edmond Claus. I'm 55 years old and I'm a former goalkeeper of AFC Ajax. I played for Ajax in the period of 94, 95, 96, and I was third goalkeeper of the professional team. And while I was playing, I was also finishing my degree for physical education and got my coach license. And after that, I stayed at Ajax for over 23 years to work in all different kind of areas and gained a lot of experience from top elite football.
Such a big CV. So now let's talk youth development. Can you sometimes can be described as a science, and believe as that without finances one cannot achieve much without resources. What do you believe are the minimum key elements needed in the development setup, irrelevant to one's resources, that one should not overlook? What do you think are the key elements?
Yeah, the key elements for me is not in finances. The key elements in youth development for me is not in facilities, but the key elements, in my opinion, is the philosophy you have, how you want to educate kids, how you want to guide them, how you get them in situations that they learn. And that is not about money or finances or resources. That's about knowledge. And knowledge you can gain from talking with people with experiences or with people who have been there or have worked with players and showed that they have developed good players. I think a great example in the past of South Africa was, for example, the School of Excellence, where Kevin Johnson, for example, worked, and with some other people, they find the right players, because that's key, and then educate them in a way that was really suitable for the South African people in that area. And they showed they could produce top players. I think Ajax Cape Town, I was lucky to be at the start of Ajax Cape Town. I think they showed as well that you, by bringing in knowledge, guiding players in the right way, you can really develop young players. And I think in South Africa, there is so much talent. I remember from my time that everywhere where we were looking, we saw talented players, but not all the talents could be blossoming finally, because they also didn't were always in the right environment, didn't meet the right people who can give them the right knowledge. So it's, for me, key elements is having good players. So that means talent ID. That is also something I like to talk about when I'm in the course. How can you look and how can you identify talent? That's not always the biggest and the strongest boy or the fastest or the one who scores most when he's 13 or 14. Finally, you have to see if the potential of a player is there. And then maybe, you can predict maybe a little bit better where he will get at the end. And that is something I believe I have a special way to look at that. And I want to give all the people in the course, want to share the knowledge with them. Can I go on or not?
No, thank you. We're happy so far. We can get into the part about the course. So this first part about the course has to be held in Cape Town in June.
Yeah, but I think that was one element. There are a few more key elements. I think besides talent ID, bringing in the best players, I think it's very crucial that you also have the right coaches for the right age group who can deliver the right guidance for each individual on the right level and having the right knowledge to be able to do that. That's also something we're going to talk to in the course. So that's the second one. And the third one is the one who is more or less the umbrella above all the critical success factors. That is your philosophy. You have to create an idea how you want to do that, what the goal is, what you want to achieve, and how you believe that it fits your club and fits your situation. So what are your core values? What is your identity? From there, you come to a way of working that fits your situation. So that can be that is your tool where let's say that's the framework from where everything will exist and will follow up.
Okay. For the 3-day course, which was going to be my follow-up question, can you briefly describe why you believe that the content that we just spoke about now would enhance both the new and experienced coaches for long and short term? For their teams.
Now, like in Holland, we decided that it's important to have all people in charge of academies or youth development systems, that they also get educated. Educated because it's a crucial factor in a football academy, that is the academy director. Why? Because the academy director is guarding what I just said, the philosophy. He is creating that philosophy. If it's not there yet, then he's creating that. He has to do that together with his staff and his coaches. But finally, he has to influence the coaches. And the coaches finally influence the players. So the AD, the academy director, is really a crucial position. So in Holland, it's decided that there should be a course and also a license system for the academy directors. I've been lucky that I have been writing that course, and that I've been also conducting that course in the Netherlands. I also have been participant of the first one, and recently I did the same in China. That is the second country in the world where there is an academy directors course and a license system. And the feedback I get from the directors who are in the course are really thankful and happy that that we can deliver a structure in the academy directors course, and a lot of those topics I will also address when I'm in this seminar. But finally, this is a 3-day seminar, and the course is more than 10 days. But we will touch all those elements so that the people can look, let's say, in a helicopter view to the academy and know what is really necessary to influence. And I will also help them and tell them in the course how they can do that. And I will talk from my experiences in Cape Town, in South African football, but also in China and from the Netherlands. And in America, I also did a lot of consultancy work on this topic.
You have touched mostly of the next question, but I want you to emphasize on the importance of administration and management within the development. How do you think the coaches would actually be influenced by the talk and the seminar for the next 3 days?
The coaches will get tools that they can use in their club. The coaches and the technical managers, they will get tools that they can use towards their coaches. They get tools and ideas they can use towards building their philosophy, building a curriculum. They get, I will show them how you can give feedback to your coaches, in what way you do it, on what aspects you will give feedback to your coaches. Because again, your coaches have to be the believers and also the executors of the philosophy of the club and of your development program. So to communicate with them and to give them on-site feedback and how you do that. And I think that's of crucial importance to get the best out of your academy, because finally they do the job with the players, and the players are the ones who perform.
So the next question is basically, you've been involved in football for a very long time now. This question is always posed to every experienced coach out there. Where do you believe football is at the moment, and where does the future hold for the sport.
Sorry, can you repeat that? What is?
So basically, football has evolved for many years. It has changed as times, and your experience tells you that. So, in your own opinion, where do you believe football is at the moment? What the future holds for the game?
That's a big question. The future of football. I think football will always be number one sport in the world, and I think football is number one sport in South African society. So that will not change, and kids will play wherever they are. If it's in Kailicha, if it's in Joburg, if it's in Durban, football will be played everywhere. So I think for me, football is a tool to give children, to help children to fulfill their dreams, and also help them with football to learn to socialize, learn to compete, learn to plan, learn to take responsibility, but also very much learn to enjoy. Actually, that you don't have to learn because football makes children enjoy. So high over. I think it's very important that coaches, academy directors, or every people who works with children and educate kids, if it's for elite top level or it's recreational, it doesn't matter. But we should, let's say, always look from the perspective of the child. So we should not copy our ideas about adult football to kids. We should educate them in a way that fits where they are. So if they are 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18 years old, we have to adjust as coaches towards the needs of the children, and we must put them in situations where they can really love and enjoy the game, and let's say in a very not deliberate way, also become better players and develop themselves.
Lastly, from my side, taking you back to your days in Cape Town when you were the head of youth here at Ajax Cape Town. What impression did you gain about South African football at that time, and what lessons did you take with you and use it in your current situation from your experience in Cape Town?
Now, actually, it also touches what I just said. I saw in that time in 2000, I saw a lot of children who really wanted to achieve their goals, and their goal was become successful as a football player, because I think that could give them also a way that they can let's say be successful, but also give some guarantees for the rest of your life. If you become a top player, you can maybe do something back to your family. So I think I saw that. Then I also realized that not all the kids could become first team player or Bafana international player. That's only possible for the few. But what you can do, and that I think I really learned and loved when I was in Cape Town, you can give kids an education, and you can help them, and you can give them confidence. You can give them learn to take responsibility for their own development. So you can do, besides making them a better footballer, you can also help them to become a better human being. So that's, I think, was one thing that I gained and I saw when I was there. I also saw that there is a lot of talented players. I think the South African player, South African kid, has a very good, let's say, physical physics, in a way that they are very suitable for football. They are agile, they are quick, they are explosive, they are fighters. So I think there are very good elements that they're skillful. They are the coordination often is very good. So I think in your country you have really good players. But I also saw that was quite a lot lack of structure in football environment as a whole, but also in the way we play football. And I remember the time at Ajax that in 1 year time we give the kids a structure of play, and we're going to talk about that in the course of as well. So what are the characteristics? I already said, but what is your playing style, and what is your playing principles, and what is the formation you choose? If that's clear, and you can really put that in your academy system, and you can find the right players and have good coaches, you will stand out to others. That's what I saw in 1 year, 1.5 year Ajax Cape Town, and I saw it also in China, in America. I saw it all over the world. So actually, hopefully, the guys who come to the course, I can, already show them, teach them, tell them my experiences, and I'm sure it will help them to become better coaches or managers to run or set up an academy.
Before I let you go, in 2 lines, describe what to expect on the seminar in Cape Town in June.
The people can expect that they can hear, see, and learn a unique way of how to look to football, how to look to talent, how to structure and run an academy. And I will guarantee that if they are open-minded, listen, and try to execute their things in their clubs, that they will see a difference, a positive difference in a very short time. So they will gain tools that if they use them in the right way, they can make the difference within their society, community, or province within the country.
I am itching. Can't wait. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure. We will see you in June.
Hopefully, yes, and hopefully we will for sure we will have a great time together for the people who are there. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Take care.